Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 5 of Clive Barker's Nightbreed. This is a series I'm running here on the channel every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and is not, I repeat, it is not a replacement for the Hellraiser series. It's just a mild intermission that we're having. We will be back to the Hellraiser comics, I can assure you of that, because I still have such sights to show you. If you missed part 1 of this series, you'll find it linked down below in the description box, as well as some links to support the channel, as YouTube doesn't like this stuff. So, that being said, let's dive right into it. So, do you want to hear a story? Sure? Lude, the blue-skinned, devil-horned monster, has his arm around Boone, anxious to tell his story. Tread lightly, Lude. Calm yourself, old man. If this one's our saviour, he needs to know everything. Lude walks Boone into the library and pulls a book off the shelf, warts and all. As he pulls it off, another one drops on the floor. Oops. It's images. Stories. Wait a minute. I remember her. I used to watch reruns of her movies with my grandma when I was little. So glad we could help you wax nostalgic. I'm sure you are. My grandma was obsessed with her. Gram said she was this actress's biggest fan. Damn. What was her name? And there at the door of the library, a figure walks in. It's Anastasia. And your mother and your grandmother sounds like a lovely woman. Christ. It's a pleasure to meet you. Boone takes her hand and kisses it. I know. And if we're having story hour, there is no one better to tell my tale of tragic woe than me. It's the actress from the book. Shall we begin? Ugh, as if we have a choice. And we flash cut to Hollywood, February 1926. And cut! That was lovely, Annie, simply lovely. Anastasia. Come again? My name is Anastasia, not Annie, dick. Bitch. She walks off. The director mutters under his breath. Leave me, Trixie. I need some time to centre myself. Yes, miss. When will I get the roles I deserve? I should be playing Lady Macbeth or Hedda Gabler, not some ignorant prairie girl. There's a knock at the door. What now? Sorry, miss, but I wanted to let you know about the rat party. It's at Musso Frank's. We have a driver waiting for you. I'm sorry, Carl. It's been such a grueling shoot and I'm so tired. Understood. The crew would love to see you there, but I'll let them know. Oh, you misunderstand, dearie. I'll be there. After all, who doesn't love a party? Your storytelling skills are as dry as your films. Now, this. Lude is grown impatient. He just interrupts. This is the making of a grand tale. He opens his book, and we see a Satan-like looking beast, a monster. Tell me, Boone, what's more intriguing? A spoiled little girl, or the spawn of a dark god? Leave the boy alone, Lude. He's obviously on pins and needles over my heart-breaking recollections. Or you're boring him into catatonia. My story, Boone, begins long, long ago, and very far away. And we cut now to the Black Forest, 1642, and it starts with an innocent young woman. Her name was Andrea Pate. that looks delicious, a figure says behind her.
Oh, you startled me, sir. And I agree, this mushroom is delicious indeed.
He squints at her. What mushroom? He stands up and walks forward. I was talking about you.
Sir, cover your nakedness.
Why? This is how God made us in the garden. Why such shame? Look at me.
But...
Be fruitful and multiply. He leans in. We are doing as he commands. And from here, the story takes a wicked turn. He lays her down, and what animal-like features he did have protrude and become monstrous. What are you? I am sin, and you are mine. And we're back in Hollywood at this rap party. Hello, boys. Make sure you get my good side. Anastasia, exquisite as ever. Oh, Ronald, you sly dog, you. What can I get you? Scotch. Neat. And her.
What was that? Oh, nothing. Excuse me, Ronald, I must mingle with the troops.
I'll be right back, babe. I gotta pee. A man says to a woman at the bar.
Hello, my name is... Oh my gosh, I know who you are, miss.
Please, it's Anastasia, and what is your name, you delicate flower?
Jenny Powers.
A lovely name for an even more lovely girl.
You flatter me, Miss Anastasia.
There is no flattery in stating a fact. What's going on here?
We were just talking, Barry.
You are a lucky man indeed, Barry. Yeah, I know. And I know all about you.
Oh, really? And what is it that you think you know?
That you're a pervert, and you best keep away from my girl. We cut back to the forest, the woods. The woman is down by the river, pregnant, heavily pregnant. She kneels down, but she gets a sharp shock and she falls to her knees.
It's too soon.
And blood starts pouring out.
Dear God, please help me.
It's agony.
Why aren't you crying? Has my sin cursed you to death, child?
There on the floor, covered in blood, a blue hue to the baby.
Christ preserve us.
She picks it up. It's very much alive. Not exactly the reaction one wants from their mother. It's lewd. Meanwhile, back at this Hollywood rap party, Anastasia lands a punch on Barry. You dare speak like that to me? You even hit like a man. But can you take a punch as well as you give one, dyke? He leans in ready to punch. But his girlfriend interjects. Barry, don't, please. What? You want to go to hell with this sick bitch? Anastasia runs in, kneeing the man in the genitals. That's no way to treat a lady. And then from here, it's madness. It's bedlam. The executive producer is pulling Anastasia out of the party by the arm. Good Lord. Come on, Anastasia. We have to get you out of here. And then Barry picks up a bottle, smashes it, runs in, and slices her in the face. Blood just pours out. Anastasia on her knees.
No. Somebody get a doctor, now!
And then later, some time later, we see a doctor removing bandages. Now remember, there is still long-term healing that will happen, swelling to go down and the like, so temper your expectations and enough with the chatter, doctor. Just hand me a mirror. I actually think you are healing quite nice. No, this is no good. You, sir, are a charlatan. You said you were the best surgeon in Los Angeles, and this is what you call your best? Anastasia, please calm down. When you consider the damage you came to me with, this outcome is... How am I going to work? Looking like this. She smashes the mirror on the wall. If you can't fix me, I'll find someone who can. She storms off.
And find someone I did. In the least likely of places. She's walking down some back alleys.
Ah, Miss Anastasia, come.
Breathe deep of this, and when you awake, your beauty shall be restored.
What looks like a mad scientist.
You had best be truthful, Doctor. Hell hath no fury, like an actress scarred.
Indeed.
But I have a source, so-called respected physicians do not. And it is miraculous.
We see him leaning into a man on what looks to be a crucifix.
Back in the forest, God, forgive me for what I am about to do. But I am not strong enough to raise a monster.
She puts the baby down by a tree, by a snake pit.
May your death be quick and free of pain, child.
There's tears bawling down her face.
And she walks off into the night. And the snakes then start to crowd the boy, covering him. And it's some time later. We see a man walking through the forest.
Eh?
A baby cries. Allah protect us.
And he sat there with the snakes, the little boy lewd. Pish posh.
Lude's interrupted. So your mother abandoned you. You seem to have done just fine without her.
Perhaps you'd like another scar on that face of yours.
Enough! I will have no more of this nonsense. Do you hear me? A scar? I wish it was simply a scar. Tell me, Mr. Boone,
as she takes off her hat. And Boone simply says, shit.
Does this look like a scar to you?
And we see what it was covering. A hand, a face, a growth, a monster, maybe.